Hey there. Not feeling the greatest, so hopefully my voice will stay this time, because the last time I was doing a video my voice went. But anyway, I have a DVD update, and yes, I know I have the whole resolution of not buying anything until a certain date, but my better half surprised me, which is really cool, and going to share what we picked up today, and well, she picked up and was waiting in the car when I went to get in there today to go get a couple groceries, and some stuff you guys may know more than others, depending on your where you live. First up, I'm going to show you is season 1 of a series called the Grassy Junior High. If you're Kevin Smith or you're from Canada, then you know this show extremely well. It's also played over in the UK, probably somewhere along with Grange Hill. That kind of style, more of a realistic type style, not like a Melrose Place or a Beverly Hills 90210, not crap like that. An actual real teenagers that weren't actors, that this was their first thing, many times acting. Actually, they started on the Kids of the Grassy Street, many of these did, and went on and made like tales that never had clear-cut endings and were really, really good. Next up, she grabbed me a couple, let's go to my collection, although I do have the big Kino version of Nasru. She just loved the cover of this one here, so we picked it up. She picked it up. It's the Madison Nasru, a really nice cover. And also with that, she grabbed the Alpha Video version of Carnival of Souls. So I want to get the Criterion on the road. This is a great way I want to be able to watch it and actually revisit this movie. Something that we can watch together. Next up is, let's see, what do I go for next? I got Val Lewton double feature, Cat People and Curse of Cat People. Now this one has a commentary on both films, plus audio interview with Simone, and just trailers. If you know Val Lewton, and you know, one of these films is directed by Jacques Tourneur, and the other one is directed by Robert Wise. Both incredible stylistic films, and an amazing double feature. There's a few things here, guys. Next up is The Faceless Monster with Barbara Steele. Now, if you don't recognize it under this title, the other title for this movie is Nightmare Castle, but this is the uncut version from Retro Media, which isn't as easy to get nowadays. Retro Media stuff tends to be harder to find, and I love the fact that they call it 100 sadistic minutes. So that's very cool, actually. Barbara Steele, of course, plays 2 roles in this one here, and she did in some of her films as well. And Faceless Monster, or otherwise known as Nightmare Castle, gives her the rare opportunity to back then to dub her own voice for the English track, which wasn't done a lot for her back then. Next up is a personal favorite of mine. It came out the year that I graduated from high school, so you guys can look up if you want to figure out what year I graduated. And it is the highly underrated, great Robert Englund film, Phantom of the Opera. I love this version. This is directed by Dwight H. Little, who of course did one of my favorite Halloween films, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Very great film. Has Joe Sholin in this one as well. We have, of course, Alex Hyde White, who many people know has, well, may not know, but he's the guy that played Mr. Fantastic in the Roger Corman Fantastic Four film that was never released to the general public. A lot of great actors in this one here, and if you haven't seen it, you really are missing something. Next up is one that you can't get unless you buy the archive version of it now, but originally you were able to buy this, but now it's just a movie on demand, and that is Demonseed with Julie Christie. Another film that I really, really like, and I'm shocked that I'm finding all these movies at this type of place. And incredible film. Most of these here look like they've never been watched before. So whoever had this stuff before me did an amazing job of taking care of it. Next up is
I have an announcement for you.
announcement.
Yeah. This was the new guest at the Ottawa ComicCon.
This is a new guest at Ottawa ComicCon.
What was that movie that you showed me? Just showed a few minutes?
Robert Englund.
Yes.
Okay. The Ottawa ComicCon, which hopefully I'm going to be going to this year, has now Bruce Campbell, Kane Hodder. If you're a fan of Stargate, then you know Amanda Tapping is, or if you're a fan of Sanctuary.
And Christopher Lloyd.
Really?
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd now, and Robert Englund.
And the DeLorean.
And the DeLorean. So, yes, Aaron is a stoked and excited person right now. We have to get tickets as soon as possible. Next one up that I picked up was actually a movie that I really like. It's part of a trilogy. And unfortunately I don't have the other two. But it's a film by Michelangelo Antonio. And starring Marcello Mastroianni and Gian Muro. And it's La Notte. La Notte?
La Notte.
La Notte. The Night, right? Yeah. It's the second in the trilogy, and it's a great film, kind of depressing in some ways. Marcello Mastroianni actually was probably mentioned in the Fellini 101 thing that the Drunken Film School did, because after all, this is a star of 8.5. He plays the director, right? He's the director in 8.5. And of course was also in the Dolce Vita, so he works with Fellini a lot. Speaking of which, he also managed to find me, this is a hard one to find nowadays, Fellini's Roma. And basically this is an autobiographical story. Anything that Fellini does is pretty much an autobiographical story. This one is set in Italy, and it goes between kind of like World War II Rome, Italy, and modern day at the time, Italy, 1972 Italy. And it kind of like goes back and forth there. It's an incredible film. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. And it's, I guess this is probably one of his first color films, isn't it? One of his early color films for Fellini, because this is 1972. Next up, we picked up the one of my favorite HBO miniseries, or maxi series, whatever you want to call it, of all time. And I look forward to like delving into the extras on this one too. And it's Band of Brothers, something that I wanted for quite a while, but I haven't been able to find. And what a great set! Don't worry, the best is yet to come, guys, in my opinion. Next up is, if you watch Kill Bill, then you probably know this movie, because this is where a lot of Kill Bill came from. And the song that's used in Kill Bill was from this film here. And the people that helped get this film out helped Quentin Tarantino get that movie into Kill Bill. And that is Lady Snowblood. Lady Snowblood is incredible. It's got some like Samurai Cinema trailers and stuff. This is the Animigio edition. There is a really cool Arrow video edition, which I would love to have actually, and I would actually double up because it's such a good film. And just really incredible stuff. Lady Snowblood is an amazing film. The next up are a couple of Steelbooks. And first is, this one's gorgeous actually, Dune, the extended edition. I really, really love the Steelbook. And you know what, I actually like this film. I found Dune to be highly underrated. And I'm pretty sure this is the Future Shop exclusive. We tend to get a lot of Future Shop exclusives. We have another Future Shop exclusive, which is may actually go on our eBay store, because we're looking at starting up an eBay store with some of the, I got a lot of stuff. And although I'd love to keep it, you can't keep everything, right? And I found, and this is a hard one to get nowadays, well, she found, I didn't find any of this stuff. Battlestar Galactica Season 3 Steelbook 6-disc edition. This is a Future Shop exclusive, long out of print, hard to get, and expensive as hell if you go on eBay. Just some really incredible stuff. 6 discs. And amazing, amazing stuff. If you're a Battlestar Galactica fan, I don't care what other format you've got it in, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous steelbook. It's worth having. The last two are two films that are personal favorites of mine. Some are not as well liked by certain people, but I really enjoyed them. And I saw this one at theater. And it's Frank Langella's Dracula. He's got, of course, Frank Langella as Dracula. We've got Laurence Olivier as, I think, as Van Helsing here. We have, of course, Donald Pleasance in this one as well. One of the creepiest Mina Lucy scenes I've ever seen. And a fantastic boat scene at the end that I really, really enjoy. And I just got to say, I love this film. Some people thought it was kind of like highly romanticized, but that's the way Dracula actually is and is supposed to be done. But if you want to see Dracula done the best way ever, the best, one of the best faithful adaptations of Dracula that's out there, and is actually still scary and cool and has great acting, it's the last DVD that she got me. And I watched this every Halloween when I was growing up. I think I saw it the first time when it actually originally came on. I was 5 years old, and CBC showed a lot of BBC programming, and this was one that they would show every Halloween, and it was Count Dracula with Louis Jourdan, and it's an incredible film. Frank Finlay is in this one. I gotta say, I love that, and I love the kind of like the negative film sequence used there. They also do the scene where he's scaling the walls. That's creepy as hell, and I love the way that's done there. I've been wanting this one for ages. This is like one of my childhood things. And Louis Jourdan is an amazing Dracula. Just incredible. We got Louis Jourdan, Frank Finlay. We have Susan Penalgan, Judy Boker, Mark Burns, Jack Shepard. This one's directed by Philip Saville. Love this film. It's like it was done like, I think, like a miniseries, a BBC miniseries. Runs like 160 minutes long, and it's just a great, great version. So for a guy that is not buying anything, I lucked out today, thanks to a very happy better half and a very nice better half. Hopefully, in May, we'll be getting footage from the most kick-ass Comic-Con that I can imagine going to. I'm going to meet Kane Hodder and Robert Englund, inshallah, the same day. That rocks. For a guy that was like the skinny blonde kid that everybody, all his friends, thought resembled Robert Englund and had nightmares about me being Freddy. Yeah, that was 80s were an awkward time for me. Trying to do something different. Trying to keep myself hydrated. But I can't say what I like best here. It's great to have another Fellini film in my collection. It's great to have Band of Brothers. I've been wanting these here versions of Dracula for such a long time. And Phantom of the Opera came out the year that I graduated from high school. And figure out what that is. It's a great film, and it's Robert Englund, and maybe I'll bring it up for him to autograph. Thanks for watching, guys, and for me right now, I gotta rest a bit because I'm drained, and it's time for tea.